I'm going to be doing an oil change on an ADV 150. And here's the items that you're going to need. The tools. You're going to need a 12mm socket for the oil plug. You're going to need a 17mm socket for the oil screen. Again, I'm using sockets, but you can use you know, box wrenches if you prefer. I just prefer sockets. A thin oil funnel. Obviously, if you're using sockets, you're going to use a socket wrench. Your favorite oil. I'm using Molt Tool. Good stuff. Don't cheap out and buy like the Super Tech from Walmart. That's being really cheap. This thing only takes a quart of oil, so you could spend 10 bucks. It's no big deal. I'm using WD-40 to clean the screen with. That's my go-to. WD-40 does everything. That and duct tape. And a pretty low profile oil catch pan. That's basically all you need. Alright, one quick note. The manual states to use 10W30 for engine oil. MB, SG or higher. And that is what I'm using. You don't really have to go to a different grade just because it's already water cooled, so you shouldn't have to worry about switching up the viscosity of the oil. Just use what they recommend, 10W30, and it'll be fine. And just 1 quart, that's it. Alright, first things first, you gotta warm it up if it's not warm already. A couple minutes, make sure the oil's warm, that way it drains more freely. And you're gonna come to the right side of the scooter, right on the exhaust, right where it's hot already. I burn myself. If you can see right here, that's the oil drain plug. You take your 12mm, and you're gonna loosen that up. Right? Once that's loosened, bring this over that way. You can drain. I don't know, can you see it from here? Oh yeah, you can see it. Let's see. And there'll be a quart coming out. Alright, so once you're done draining the oil on the right side, you're gonna come to the left side and you're gonna locate that plug. Hopefully you can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But here, this plug right here, that is for the oil screen. I have to think of the word. Alright, so let's have gloves on now because this is the part where it gets dirty. You are now going to use your 17. Again, box wrenches work as well. As a matter of fact, probably most people will use a box wrench because of this line. I noticed on the PCX 150, this line is like directly in the middle. On ADV, not so much. This is it's a little above the nut, so you can get that on. And WD-40 out of the way. All right. And then you gotta loosen this one up, which is actually very easy. Yeah. not think it was that easy. That is not going to require an Uggadug when going back in. Maybe a half an Uggadug. Okay. So it's got tension on it from the spring, so you're going to have to use the ratchet the whole time. Let's pull that over a little bit. Okay. And it comes out that way, so make sure you put it back in that way. I don't imagine that it will go back in the wrong way anyway. And there's some weird stuff in here. What the, it's like paint. What is that? That's like, I don't know. That's really weird though. Huh. Like gup. Gup. I don't know why that's in there, but besides that, it looks pretty fairly clean, surprisingly, which is weird because I've been running it hard. My Grom had has like a similar setup. It's not a cone, it's like a square screen, and it had a lot of metal shavings. My first oil change. This one, I don't know, I don't see anything in there. Whatever. This is the part where you're gonna clean it. Good old trusty WD-40. Wipe it down. Get that gook off, whatever that was. Ooh, it's silver now. Okay. Alright. Clean that up a little bit. Alright. Now, I'm not going to wipe the gasket clean just because you could probably want some oil on this. I'll wipe the inside out though. The spring end. This should really be done every oil change. I mean, it's so simple. I think Honda recommends every other oil change or something, but it is so simple that you should really just do it every single time. Put that back in. Again, it's gonna get, I don't know, half an Uggadug. That was actually, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. So that was actually pretty simple to do. Now make sure you come back to the other side and put the oil drain plug back in. You definitely don't want to fill it without that plug. That would not be a fun time at all. Now, don't ask me the torque specs of this. I don't know. I don't even think they list it in the manual, to be honest, but that's gonna give maybe an Uggadug. I don't want to go too tight because you don't want to strip it. It'll hold, don't worry. And now we're gonna add some oil. Go to the right side near the exhaust. You're gonna find your, hey kitty, you're gonna find your oil dipstick. You're just gonna loosen, take it out, rest it on a rag or something. Then, oh, gotta find it. Take your oil funnel, put it in there. Oh, that's, yeah, I guess that fits okay. And then you're gonna take your favorite oil. Again, hopefully not Supertech from Walmart. Get a reputable brand. And this is why I like Multool, because, let's see if I could do it with one hand. Pull this out. Hold on. Can I do it with my foot? About 2 feet. There you go. They have their own spout. That's why I like Multool, because they got their own built-in spout. And you're just gonna add. Now, if you do that screen, apparently it is takes 1 quart instead of 0.8 of a quart. But honestly, I didn't even see oil come out of that area when I got the oil screen out. So I'm just gonna add the whole quart. Even if I didn't do it, I would just add the whole quart. And once you're done adding the oil, take the funnel out, put the dipstick back in and tighten it, because what I like to do is run it for a little bit, a couple seconds, 15 to 30 seconds, get the new oil flowing through. And then I like to check the oil level after that. Right now is also a good time to check if there's any leaks. Alright, no leaks. Alright, we look good. And once you're done running it for a few seconds or so, take the dipstick out. And you want to check the oil level. Now with Honda, you don't want to screw this all the way in. You want to just rest it right there. That's it. You don't want to screw it in. And we look good. Now, I don't know if you can see the oil change intervals. It says the first 600 miles, and then every 4,000 miles after that for engine oil. That's a lot. I would cut that in half. I would probably do 2,000 miles. That's just my opinion, though. You can run it at 4. Hell, you can run it at 20,000 or the whole life if you really want. That's just on you, though. But I would recommend 2,000, 2 to 3,000 at most. 4 is, that's a lot in my opinion. All right, and that's it.